together with pride worldwide. This is for the dreamers, rebels and crew, for the fans in the back and the diehards too. Break the chains, let the passion ring. We're calling out hate in the squared off ring. Kicking out at 2, where the love runs deep and the fight stays true. Kicking out at 2, no tribal lines, just respect me and you.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Listen up, wrestling fans. Showing love for your favorites doesn't stop at a t-shirt. If you're heading to a live event, you better be ready for the hard cam. Step up your show day drip with Hard Cam Creations, custom handmade accessories built for the loudest, proudest fans in the building. Whether you're backing a legend or leading your own faction, these pieces make sure you stand out when that camera swings your way. From spectator to certified superfan, it's time to walk to the ring in style. New drops coming soon. Find Hardcam Creations on Etsy and follow at Hardcam Creations on Instagram today.
Kicking out at 2 intern Ace Finley here. And before Michael and Tori hit the ropes and dive into the latest in the world of wrestling, let's tag in one of our show's partners, W Energy. If you're looking to fuel your grind, whether it's late night booking sessions, streaming, or just surviving Monday, W Energy's got your back. No crash, no jitters, just clean focus. Use code KICKINOUT, all one word, at checkout to get 10% off your order. Now let's get back to the show.
These days and all those to slay. Tonight, we're talking Mick Foley becoming All Elite, Enzo and Cass WWE rumors, Logan Paul's injury, and more major pro wrestling shakeups. Welcome to Kicking Out 2. I'm Michael, and with me is the queen of chaos commentary, the hot mess of hot takes, and the woman whose verbal jabs hit harder than a Dwayne Johnson steel chair shot, Tori. Hey, Tori. I do. I love it. Anything I can do to pop you during the day. We've already got some people in the chat. Thank you for being here. Extreme Chicks here. Stampede's here. Christy's here. Talking about her besties. How are y'all doing? We got Uso Yeet over in TikTok as well, saying, "Can you join?" We're not a co-stream type of thing during this, so enjoy the show. Please hang around. But no, we're not doing a join right now. That is something I've thought about doing. Is maybe at some point doing maybe just a like a town hall type of thing, and just having people join us and just talk wrestling. If you and I ever have a moment of peace, we're not doing something else. Anyway, I'm telling you.
News team, assemble!
We'll talk a little bit about the news. The cover story for this particular episode is Mick Foley officially being All Elite. Mick Foley officially signed with All Elite after appearing at the Double or Nothing 0 Hour. Did that show with Renee Paquette, and even physically got involved during with MJF, during a pre-show segment. Tony Khan gave Foley the All Elite graphic treatment during the pay-per-view weekend. Foley later posted online how genuinely happy he was to be in AEW. The interesting wrinkle in this is Foley reportedly chose not to renew his WWE Legends deal, letting that pass. It's probably because of things going on. We know that Foley had some questions and some issues when it comes to, the political direction, we'll say, as far as WWE is concerned. Renee Paquette also admitted she had no idea Foley would be joining her for the pre-show, making the moment feel more authentic and surprising to her. Now, Tori, Foley in AEW means it's a whole different thing. It feels kind of weird, but it also feels kind of perfect. I saw also the announcement today he was actually put specifically in the broadcast section of AEW as well, so maybe we'll see him on commentary. We'll see kind of what's going on there. I got people saying they can't hear you. Give me just a second here. All right, try that again.
Better, yes, no, Stampede.
They should be able to hear you now. Stampede, can you hear? Go ahead and anybody actually in the chat, go ahead and let me know if you can hear Tori now. Luckily enough, I had not actually said anything to her to let her talk yet because I'm being a motor mouth, but she should be able to talk now. it feels weird that he's in AEW. It also feels kind of perfect that he's in AEW. So what do you feel about Cactus Jack, Mick Foley being there?
It does feel weird, but that's just because he's been connected with WWE for so long. Even though he was a WCW guy,
Mhm.
like he's done them all. But to me, he was still a WWE guy. Like, so him leaving there, it's not a small thing. Like, it's really not.
Yeah.
Him leaving is a monumental thing just because his reasons for leaving were understandable. A lot of us have a lot of feelings about that. Um, I think it's a good thing long run.
We appreciate the voice report from America's Hat. Appreciate you, Stampede.
America's hat. Haven't said that in a minute.
I know, right?
Um,
The
what was
real
America's
best there
hat?
is, best there was, and best there ever will be Stampede. Yeah, no, he's I mean he's been attached to it for so long.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
get
said,
it. I mean, he's been vocal about things with this administration, and their ties to it were a problem for him. I get it.
yeah. You know, if it wasn't, I don't want to say our job because we don't really get paid to do this, but if it wasn't part of this show, I honestly don't know that I'd watch the product anymore. But
I
you know,
don't
that's
know that
neither
I
here
would
nor
either. Just
there.
being hunted, I don't know that I would.
The other bit of news, let me get my buttons to work here. Still trying to get used to this new setup. There we go. Enzo and Cass, there is rumor and speculation that they're going to end up back together. Reports suggest WWE has interest in bringing back Enzo Amore and Big Bill together, formerly known as Cass. Enzo was reportedly spotted at the WWE Performance Center recently, causing that rumor to kind of start with just him, of maybe he's coming back in. But now with Big Bill's contract also being believed to expire around May or early June, the rumor mill is going up in big places in order for these two to get back together. The big question is, would today's WWE audience embrace them the way they did back in 2016, or do we feel like maybe it's going to fall flat? I mean, back then, the entrance alone, people went insane for. Uh, so, what do you think? Do you want to see Enzo and Cass come back? Do you think fans are going to embrace this? Do you think they're going to shit on it? What are we going to do?
It, I think they'll be fine. I think Enzo's entertainment value alone will definitely get. I think that'll get people's favor. Because Enzo's entertaining. Like I said, we've talked about it before. I follow his girlfriend on TikTok, I think. And she's talked about like going on the road with him and doing stuff and how much he's changed from basically when he got released. That's kind of the thing that you're not wrong though,
No.
Stampede. You're not wrong. If
Well, I
everybody's
will
wondering,
say,
my
uh,
screen with the conversation is over here on my left, what looks like right on the screen. So that's what I keep looking at.
yeah, with the new setup, we had to kind of change how things were a little bit. Um, I will say about Enzo, like I look at Enzo, all jokes aside, because we say the better professional wrestler than Bret Hart, but I look at him very much like a Road Dogg. Road Dogg's not a great wrestler. He's good enough in the ring. His entertainment value is what really brings it up. And I feel Enzo's kind of in that same realm. Like when the bell rings, I think he'll be fine as long as he can stay healthy. That's kind of the thing, because he got I believe it was 2 or 3 injuries just while he was on the main roster. And you know, if I remember right, he had one massive one back in NXT where he hurt his leg, and that started the whole thing with Carmella being part of the group because she was his nurse, quote unquote, and then became part of it. Um, but it's
Is that how
interesting.
Miller got involved?
Yeah, you don't remember that? Yeah, that was the whole thing. He hurt his leg, and then she wasn't necessarily a nurse. I want to say it was like a physical trainer or something like that. And then she wanted to wrestle, um, and so then they worked it out where she could get a match. It was very interesting. The whole thing just kind of was an odd pairing that got her in there. I'm glad they killed that really quickly and just made her who she was. Extreme Chick saying that they
Staten
should
Island.
circle the independents. That wouldn't be a bad idea either, as far as to just kind of do the nostalgia tour a little bit, build that name back up. But I think the issue that I have with this, and in case anybody has missed it, go back and watch the last episode of Point Taken over in Spedrock's channel, which my girl there is the champ. That means this podcast is officially 3-time champs. I'm gonna freebird this shit. But
2-time Grammy Award winners. Will I go on Heart?
that's right.
Without the headache.
The thing that annoys me about this is that the report came through around the same time that WWE is wanting to beef up their tag team division and work on building that back up. You just fired a couple of
3 teams.
really good tag teams and let one of them just walk away. And now you're saying you want to build the tag teams up, and you've got you said it yourself specifically, as far as like you got Kit Wilson and The Miz as a tag team for some damn reason. You're talking about bringing Enzo and Cass back. Doesn't sound like you're trying to build anything, really.
It really doesn't. I don't understand that we're gonna build the tag team division. You didn't do anything with your tag team division when you fucking had it.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry. Give me just one.
so while he's gone, yeah, the tag team division. You haven't booked tag team wrestling good in years. Why would we assume you can do it now? Because there's nothing to back that up. They haven't done anything with the tag division in forever. I kind of agree that they were getting rid of it. You let the New Day walk. You let release the Machine Guns. You release the Wyatts. There's 3 teams right there. Do we have tag belts on both shows? I'm so out of the loop with SmackDown. I would love to keep going, but I don't know what else he has here.
And a little bit of business back here.
You're good.
I'll be right back with you.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves. Danhausen. He cursed the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yes or no? Because New York swept them.
He did. Yeah. A sweep is a sweep. Like, I'm not a basketball fan anymore. I used to be super into it. So I know Cleveland won. I don't know. I think Oklahoma City's still in the playoffs. Like, they're still playing. I don't know. Again, I haven't kept up at all because I don't give a shit about sports like I used to. So anyone feel free to fill me in on that one too. So who has the SmackDown tag titles? Okay, so he's playing the Spurs. Okay. I didn't know where they were in that series. I'm 2 hours from Oklahoma City and I still couldn't give a shit. Who has the SmackDown tag titles right now?
Oh, who cares?
That's kind of my point.
Actually, I do not know.
Oh. It's Truth and Priest, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Truth
Yeah,
and
we're gonna
Priest still
focus
have it.
on tag team wrestling.
Yep. Yep. The Judgment Day 2.0, Judgment Day 2000, whatever we want to call them.
Yeah, I
Logan
don't.
Paul. Logan Paul is injured. This group is snake bit. That's all there is to it. Every time we turn around, there's another Vision member that is hurt and no longer able to wrestle.
Did you see the photo Bronson Reed put on Twitter?
Uh, of him with no waist, yeah. Oh,
He is jacked.
yeah, he completely changed it. I don't think he could do the tsunami anymore because there's not enough of him there to do it. It's crazy. Hey, Big Mike, welcome in. Na 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 na
Right.
na na, kicking out of two.
No,
Um,
absolutely not.
no, okay.
No.
Yeah, they have been cursed basically since Seth's injury. Left and right, people in the division are losing. If I was Austin Theory, I'd be afraid to even get in the ring at this point because every time someone gets hurt. Logan Paul reportedly suffered a torn tricep at Saturday night's main event. The injury happened during a flipping senton spot involving Angelo Dawkins. That's why this past Monday they made the idea of Austin Theory's wanting to take out Dawkins because it was Dawkins' fault that he got hurt. So kind of playing off that a little bit. We're also going to
They
apparently
took out Joe
freebird.
Hendry first.
Yeah. Well, and Joe Hendry's still doing the song. So now I'm really confused. Let's fire Logan Paul. He's not even here. Why are we firing Logan Paul now? But yeah, the Vision group's already kind of felt snake bitten before this between losing Braun, which he's back obviously, but losing Bronson. Now Logan Paul's out. It all started with Seth in his injury. That whole thing is just completely having issues. WWE's losing one of its biggest crossover mainstream stars heading into the summer. Um, Interestingly enough, Logan's athletic style keeps producing incredible moments, but is this the risk catching up to him?
I mean, this was him getting injured because of trying to catch Dawkins.
Mhm.
I, Logan's still really young in the business. Having him trying to catch Dawkins by himself, and Dawkins is a big boy. It's a bad idea. That's why he got hurt.
Yeah,
I hate Logan Paul. Let's be clear. I detest that man. Still sucks.
yeah. Never want to see someone put on the shelf. I mean, that's never a good thing. Um,
No.
they are talking. Last I saw was 6 weeks, as they're kind of thinking where they're going to be. So hopefully he's not out for too long.
They only defend the titles once every 8 to 12, so they should be fine.
Well, and of course, last night they've decided they're going to freebird it, so now it's going to be Austin Theory and Braun as the tag belts, tag champ, excuse me, because
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say Paul said that he has put on the contract every time that the Vision is the tag champs. So since he said that, then they can freebird it. I will say I do like that better than Austin Theory just having to give out the title. So at least we're not just completely pivoting and saying he has to drop the belt now. But yeah,
I feel like
it's weird.
the Freebird rule was really cool when it was a novelty, and now it's just not. Part of what made the Freebird rule cool was that it was the Freebird rule, and they were the ones that, like, it was their thing.
Yeah, it was their thing. I don't know. Sometimes that they brought it back, this unfortunately doesn't seem like as cool a thing because it's a necessity. They had to do. Most recently that it came back was when the New Day were together and they kind of freebirded it, and that was fine because they were saying that's part of their thing. We're the tag team champions.
Right.
That
The
made
tag team
sense.
champions were the New Day. Yeah.
Yeah, if we did this to begin with, like when they won it, and Bronson was still healthy and all that, and they were literally just deciding who's going to be in the match the day of, okay, that would have been fine. But having it be we have to do this because
Well,
this guy's hurt
because
now.
they won it. They were the only ones there.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I just feel like they've lost the plot on this.
Yeah. I think it's almost time to shut the Vision idea down. Like as sucky as that is, because I know they had a lot of plans for this to launch all of their careers. It does seem like we're gonna have to just kind of kill it, because it's not it's not in a place where it can do anything now. We have Austin. That's it. We have Austin. Braun's still there, but Braun's got his thing with Seth. That's the whole. That's his whole thing. So it's weird. Um, that's a good point
That's
too.
true too, Stampede.
Yep. That whole
Well,
time
and
with the Von Erichs and all that, like that was a crazy time in wrestling.
the
All
other
right.
part of it is, I mean,
Yep.
Braun's got busted up. He got smacked in the back of the head and hasn't really done much since.
Yeah. Well, supposedly he's supposed to be back as soon as possible because Seth had them make a match for as soon as they can between those two to try to end this whole thing. All right. One of the more fun, interesting stories that we've had here recently, Ludwig Kaiser's arrest situation. Ludwig Kaiser was arrested in Florida on a battery charge stemming from an alleged April incident. Court documents claim that Kaiser allegedly attacked a man after being confronted over behavior in an elevator. Bond was set for $1,000. Court filings now have shown the state does not object to Kaiser continuing work-related travel. Strange timing because Kaiser is also connected to the ongoing El Grande Americano storyline over in AAA, which seems to be one of the biggest prominent stories that they have going right now. So much so that we've done the mask versus mask thing, which obviously in the Lucha Libre culture is one of the biggest, most uh, grandiose types of situations, that type of stipulation, excuse me. So seeing that happen, obviously there was a lot of question on what's going to happen now. WWE has not publicly commented on any of this as far as what's going on. WWE historically has handled legal situation very differently depending on the star power and the media attention. What's interesting about this is in AAA, this is a massive and huge deal. In the times that they've done the stuff in WWE, it does not seem as big a deal. The question is, how is WWE really going to handle this? Obviously, the person running creative down there is mainly Taker. He's the one kind of overseeing all of it. He has Ray as well, which Ray recently has become the on-screen GM as well, so that's a whole other thing. But does this quietly disappear, or do you think this is a bigger PR issue? Do you think we changed creative plans because of what happened?
See what Stampede just put.
Yeah.
It's a WWE. Basically, they planted the story. Is that what I'm understanding?
Okay.
They planted the story that it was an ice related comment, and that's why he did this.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, so the difference being like AAA, Mexican wrestling, they have grasped on to kayfabe and have never let it go.
Right.
Like there's still people to this day that have no idea what Mil Mascaras looks like because he never took off his mask in public. So some dude is just walking around Mexico right now and no one knows who he is.
Yeah.
So in that, I don't know that I'd put it past them.
I don't either. I don't put them past it. Put it past them at all. But if that's the case, just tell us. Just straight up say, you know what? We're just gonna sweep it under the rug. We don't really care. It really isn't that important to us. It's just assault and battery. It's no big deal.
Um, so to allude to the comments there that Stampede's saying, in case anybody over in TikTok's listening as well that can't see those chats, or actually can see those chats, or just all on TikTok. But the whole idea of this is that apparently Kaiser and his girlfriend Andrea were in an elevator. According to the person who was assaulted, he said that they were overtly romantic.
Basically,
And
they were making out like crazy in the elevator.
yeah,
Like,
and he said something about it, and then Kaiser supposedly beat him. Cameras have come out since then. There wasn't much of a scuffle. He maybe hit him once, so it wasn't really a big assault necessarily. But they're saying that this has come from a statement that was made from the person as he's walking out of the elevator saying, and I'm sorry for the language here, but all ice on that bitch. Here's the thing: if it's a true story, let's go with if it's true. If it's true, I'm 100% behind Kaiser.
I'm sorry. Did you just say I'm sorry for the language?
Well, I don't know that people want me to say ice on this channel. Okay,
Oh, that's not what I thought. I thought I can't.
no. If that's the case, I'm behind Kaiser. Like, if someone looked at my Hispanic girlfriend and said "call I," like, yeah, you're getting popped.
And
That's all there's
that's
to it.
on site.
Yeah, like that's
It's like
crazy.
it's like Austin. It's like Austin said, on site.
Yeah. So I get it. If it is a storyline, that's crazy. that that is crazy. Because here's the thing: if that's the case, it worked. Because I don't know if you saw the reception he got back the next day.
No.
The reception he got was insane. People were going crazy for him.
Raw or
No, in Mexico. He went there for like a pre thing for before the show, and yeah, the crowd there was insane for him. And so that's a way to do it.
It is. I do have to say, knowing who that crowd has cheered for, not shocked.
Yeah. We won't talk about noted prick Alberto Del Rio here. But that's an interesting wrinkle. I haven't seen that yet, Stampede. I'm gonna have to honestly do some research on that when we get done here to see what's kind of said about that, because that's an interesting thing. Like I said, it's a different world in Mexico because they still really hold on to the whole kayfabe thing. I mean, they know for a fact that this is a German dude playing an American dude playing a Mexican dude, so and they're just completely behind it. They don't care.
They're here for it. Like
Yeah.
they're sign me up. Okay. I'm
But
so done with this whole thing. They need to end this Americana. I'm done.
I,
It's right up there with the bloodline. Stop.
I agree. However, seeing the crowd in AAA and how like they're loving this, so I'm really glad that they're getting something that's entertaining them as much as we would hope WWE would do some stuff to entertain us. Um, but anyway, Tricky Williams and Yachty are getting a lot of praise backstage. Trick Williams is reportedly receiving major praise internally within WWE. Officials were especially impressed with his hometown reaction in South Carolina. Some reportedly said that the crowd response exceeded the expectations of people in the back. Little Yachty also received backstage praise for taking the appearance seriously and actually taking this managerial role as a role with the company and not just a way to put himself over. Trick increasingly feels like one of the WWE's next true crossover personalities from week to week here as charisma keeps standing out in this particular generation of superstar. Um, do you think it's well deserved? Do you think it's overhyped? What do you think as far as Trick
I
and
like
Little
Trick.
Yachty?
That's my problem. That's what
Okay.
my problem is right there. I like Trick. You have a bloated roster. You couldn't put anybody else out there with him? I mean, I know this company has sold its soul for money. We know this. Like, we're aware. So I'm not surprised by it. That doesn't make me enjoy it. Like I said, I haven't watched SmackDown in forever because I don't give a shit. Like you said, if we didn't talk about it, I really don't know how much I'd watch Raw. I'd watch NXT because I enjoy NXT.
Yeah.
But
NXT is the
beyond
best
that,
product they got going.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you on that. I will say I do like it better than if they would have put him in a match. at least having him as
Fair.
a manager, okay,
Fair.
and he kind of
Fair.
fits the presentation. And I will say, out of all the people that I've seen do this crossover thing, he's one of them that seems to get it. And that's
He
always
does.
been it for me. Is that someone like I remember Jeremy Piven couldn't even get the name of SummerSlam right. But Yachty coming in here as a manager, he realizes that his job is to elevate Trick, and so you don't even realize he's there until he's there to do something. And so at least he understands the role. And he's not out there just kind of putting himself. So I will say at least that for him. I do agree. It was kind of weird when they first brought him in because it was just out of nowhere. It was like one day
Right.
Lil Yachty was with Trick and that was it. But we didn't explain this. It just happened.
I'm glad they're on SmackDown because I can do without Michael Cole trying to suck Little Yachty's dick all the time. Like, are you serious? You white old bastard, stop.
Sucking his Lil Yachty. It may be Big Yachty. I don't know. I haven't seen the tapes.
See the tapes.
Speaking of big things, Big Baron Corbin continued. There's continued momentum in the conversations of Baron Corbin coming back. It's heavily rumored that he is going to make his WWE return. Internal sources reportedly consider him a locker room favorite. And so they are really pleased with the idea of bringing him back. Fightful confirmed that Corbin has wrapped up all of his MLW stuff. Corbin also quietly has rebuilt. Oh, well, apparently we got a restriction over on TikTok. I don't know what I said. Maybe it's talking about sucking little yachties. I don't know. Corbin quietly rebuilt a lot of fan respect after his later NXT run. Interesting discussion on this. Corbin being released. Do you think it was a mistake in the first place, or do you think maybe he needed this?
The character was terrible. Let's just keep it 100. Once we got away from the lone wolf, all of his characters were not good. They were okay. They were Chili's. They were okay.
Well, he was dressed like a Chili's waiter for a while, so.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, it was okay. There was nothing special about that run. But if you bring him back with a lone wolf type gimmick, I mean, I know he doesn't have any hair, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Snippy. It got stupid.
Yeah.
Happy Corbin, sad Corbin, bum ass Corbin. What are we doing to this guy? Because he's hella talented, and you're wasting it.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. I will give him all the respect in the world because he took chicken shit and made a chicken salad quite a few times.
100%.
The idea of him being the general manager was great because he made it great. Bum ass Corbin was awesome because he played it really well. Him doing the he got money thing was a little weird because it was almost like JBL, but even more annoying if he could do that.
It was white trash JBL.
Yeah, and he raided Bray Wyatt's old closet with the shirts.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Once we got away from the lone wolf, yes, he did the best he could with what he was given, which is one of the things everybody talks about. You do what you can with what you're given.
Yeah.
Look at the New Day. They turned that into what, a 13-year run? That gimmick was horrid when it was handed to him.
And then a 2-day walk out of the. By the way, I got to see a video. We'll do a quick aside for this. The New Day, or maybe not the New Day, I don't know if they can call them that anymore, was in Oklahoma. Their first appearance after was at a Comic-Con here in Oklahoma. I really wish I could have gone. They did a video of the first 2 people in line to get autographs. Because it's a monumentous thing. Like, it's their first autographs after not being with that company.
Did you see their name signs?
So I saw Austin's. Obviously, he's Austin Creed. Kofi, I didn't see what his is labeled.
It just said Kofi.
Yeah.
Because that's his first name. They can't do anything about it.
He actually even questioned on a video later of, like, can I call my, like, he even questioned, is like, can I call myself Kofi Kingston? I don't know.
See, that's just it. I don't know what they can own of that because Kingston is it's a town in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You can't trademark that. So he may be able to still use it.
Maybe.
He can use Kofi though, and that's what we just call it. What we all call him anyway.
Yeah. So it's
Big
cool.
Mike, you're not wrong. JBL was white trash. JBL, that's fair.
That's not entirely wrong. But it was kind of cool to see that. I've also seen a couple of other videos that they did. They're having fun. There was the kid with the Omega shirt that Austin threatened.
He said it's on site.
So already
I'm
playing
sorry,
up like if
you're
they end up
telling
in
me at
AEW,
some
they
point-
already.
At some point, Austin is just gonna find Kenny Omega, and it's on site. Okay, sign
I'm
me
good
up.
with that. Yeah, let's do that.
Sign me up.
Bring him back as Bishop Corbin, complete with a big hat. Danhausen curses Bishop Corbin, blesses them to remove the curse. Cinema. I would not put it behind anybody in creative right now. We're gonna go ahead and move on. House shows. House shows are returning. WWE is testing expanded live events again this summer. Success of the summer run could determine whether a larger winter touring schedule returns. Talent reportedly had the option to decline participation in these live events, but shows are expected to feature smaller, tighter rosters around 25 to 30 people in the talent. WWE has spent years moving away from heavy touring, so this is an interesting thing that they're bringing it back. Smaller loops could eventually help wrestlers' health while maintaining local fan engagement. What do you think as far as them bringing back traditional house shows? Do you think it's a necessity? Do you think it's
Yes.
fine? Take it away.
I think them getting rid of house shows. Chance of Pants, stop it. Yes, I can. He's just being a dick today. Getting rid of house shows is why they've had this rash of injuries. You're not getting reps. You're not staying. I'm not going to say you're not staying in ring shape, but you're not that repetitive motion. The Logan Paul injury. It's because he doesn't do enough reps.
Mm-hmm. Well, what was the old Bruce Lee statement of "I don't practice 10,000 punches. I practice one punch 10,000 times."
Yeah.
You do that repetition, and it becomes just a rote function. And so we don't have that rote function anymore. We don't have that muscle memory.
Okay, here's the thing. It is a thing, and they've gone away from it, and that's why they're having all of these injuries. Now, I understand some of these. Seth hitting Braun with a chair accident.
Yeah.
There's different things that people have gotten hurt in. It's just freak accidents. But knowing how to catch somebody coming over on a suicide dive, repetition.
Yep. I'm actually glad it's coming back too, because it also brings a little bit of affordability back. They have said that they're going to start dropping prices on tickets again, which is great. However, live events, it's not on TV, so they can charge little amounts for it. So at least we get to see a WWE product. And quite frankly, I'd rather see a live event. Live events are always fun. They've always got the extra little sauce in it with stuff that's happening. It's where we got Gothic Taker, but he was running the corners to get a tag, trying to hype up the crowd. Weird little things like that. It's where we saw Andre the Giant knock out Ultimate Warrior because he wouldn't get the spot right. Stuff like that is fun because it's unexpected. It's things that are different. So I'm actually perfectly fine with them bringing it back. I miss the fact that they took away in the first place. Those particular reps, like you said, it makes it harder because you're not doing it all the time. And I would assume we hear it all the time in interviews of you build up a callus. And so
yeah,
you only wrestle 3-4 times every few months. I'm sure that callus kind of goes away. Makes it hurt a lot more.
Saying, I do think a lot now. Again, there are people that have gotten hurt that no amount of reps would have solved.
Yeah, Bronson's injury.
Yeah,
freak accident.
Absolutely. But do I think there are enough little things that having these shows matters? Yeah, I do. I want to say I don't like that AEW doesn't do them, but they have so many shows continuously. There's not the downtime that you have with two separate rosters. And they're doing dynamites and collisions the same nights. Like they're continually working. Plus, they have the option of doing the independents. Like Marina Shafir had a match. John Moxley showed up with her.
Yeah.
Like those again, reps.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Wardlow. Weird to see him back in the news. Wardlow was backstage during Double or Nothing. He has been absent, obviously, due to some serious injuries, including a torn pec and a fully torn bicep. Wardlow also has been filming American Gladiators reboot during his recovery, which, by the way, he's looking insanely good in that. However, have you seen the picture of him and Boogs side by side?
Boogs is huge.
Yeah, it's weird that Wardlow looks so small next to
Yep.
Boogs. Just because Boogs is just a wide dude. He is huge. But he reportedly avoided surgery on his bicep. There's a lot of speculation of whether he can come back here soon. Here's my question. Do you think wrestling fans are still going to react to Wardlow? Because I think they've kind of killed the character. The greatest thing he had ended in a weird damn match because of all that shit going on with MJF.
If he comes back, his first match needs to be Max. And they need to get in there and absolutely tear it the fuck down. And if they do that, he'll be fine.
Okay.
Because we're not going to remember that weird ass match they had when the whole contract thing was going on, where MJF was just being an asshole. You bring him back, put them in, and let them go. Let Max do what Max does. Let Wardlow do what he does. He'll be fine. He's going to take the L. It's not going to hurt him any. L, DQ, win, whatever.
I like that.
Jumped by the Don Callis. Like, there's any number of things you could do, but you need a good, solid 10 to 15 because he can go. He doesn't need a 3-minute match. He can go 10 to 15. So do that.
I'm with you. MyAEW.com got some good news. They're going to be putting in QT Marshall's One Fall Wrestling as part of the product. Tony also came on and said the vision that he has for MyAEW is to be a worldwide wrestling destination. He is reaching out to other companies as well to put them on the platform and make it a huger event. Kind of feels like WWE's network old indie library that they had going, where it was like a little bit of everything. I know it was mentioned on Point Taken again, like talking about what if they reached. Yeah,
I'm just kidding, campaign.
But what if they were reaching out to OVW? What if they were reaching out to MLW? Some of these companies that have worked closely with WWE and start getting their library. What could that look like? I will say the only thing I have a problem with is it's still just an independent thing, or not independent. Excuse me, an overseas thing. It's not something that's going to be happening here yet. Hopefully that changes.
I guarantee that's going to change when the contract comes out. Right now they're stuck. They can't just automatically go, oh, we're just going to throw it over on our network now. If this becomes what we loved about the WWE network, because we loved parts of it. We hated parts of it too, but we loved parts of it. And if you fix those parts and make it, this could take over, if they're smart, take all of it from Triller. Can you imagine? Because look at these promotions that AEW people are showing up in.
Well, and I wouldn't even say necessarily take it all from Triller, is partner with Triller then. Like literally, hey, put our name on the front. You guys will get a residual for everything you're bringing to the table. But we make it MyAEW.com. Or make Triller like a tab. If you remember right, like with the old WWE network, there was tabs for everything. Make Triller its own tab. So then all of that stuff is over on Triller. Hook up with independentwrestling.com,
TV.
IWTV. Like, hook up with them. Get all that
Yep.
stuff in there.
Yep.
Make it a one-stop
There's
shop.
so much independent wrestling that is available on. Get with Eve. Give me that because I want to see that shit. I just don't want to have 97 different $3 and $5 and $7 a month subscriptions.
Right.
That's my biggest thing. You put all these into one place, I'll pay a fee for it. I don't mind.
Yeah.
You give me all of that for $20 a month, sign me the fuck up.
Well, and if we could knock the lowest tier, like put commercials on it, I don't care. You can even put, I don't know, Don Callis interviews on there, which that right there, that's enough of a punishment to
No one's
get
paying for
get
that.
the app.
No one's paying for that.
No, I was
It's
saying,
not commercials. It's just Don Callis.
Yeah.
That's the punishment.
No, it's just Don Callis doing the commercial. It's like he's there with the ShamWow. It's just, anyway, leaning
Wipe
his
the
head.
scar off my head. Go ahead.
No, it's if they could somehow get the lowest tier to $9.99 and do the $9.99 commercials WWE.com WWE Network used to do,
It'd be so good.
I'd be fine. That's all I
Here's
want.
the thing. This is those little petty things. I'm all like we've talked about this repeatedly. Better call Don. No one's calling Don. We're not doing that. He's got 907 people in his stable already. We're not doing that.
Hey, no, I'm fine with like a little like 10-minute thing of it because then they can use my graphic that I made. Then I get paid.
I'm talking about. If we could get, there's certain time we've talked about this. We don't need to keep talking about the other company. This is one of those petty things. Sign me the fuck up for it. I'm so here for it. It's on myaew.com for $9.99 a month, folks. Like, how many times did we say that in like Facebook messages?
Oh yeah,
It's on the WWE Network. Only $9.99.
that's
Like,
right.
it became a running joke with us.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Like I'm with you. Little jabs like that are always gonna be fun to watch. Last story for this: Nikki Cross and Big Damo purchased Progress and Defy. Nikki Cross and Big Damo have officially acquired Progress and Defy Wrestling. It's a massive moment for UK wrestling. Nikki becomes one of few female co-owners in a wrestling capacity. They emphasized building new talent pipelines and global partnerships. Plans have already been announced for standalone women's super strong style 16 tournaments coming in 2027. This feels like wrestling investing back into the industry instead of simply cashing it out. Kind of like we've seen with like the WWID programs and stuff like that, where it seemed like they're pulling from the business and rather than giving it back to the business. That's a whole aside too. We could get into that conversation of people having to change the names. We talked about that a little bit last week. It was also one of the things on Point Taken. Go watch that. I'm gonna need a check from Sped as many times as I said go watch Point Taken.
Watch Point Taken because your girl won.
That's
Killed
right.
that.
Killed it.
Even Sped said I should have won the final round 2-0, but it's fine. I'm
Yeah.
here. Mob, you showed up. I'm here for it. We're 1-1. We'll have a rematch.
That's right. That last round that was like a Logan Paul boxing match. It was very questionable how we scored that. Anyway, back to the point though. Defy and Progress both have strong independent in identity. Excuse me. Already. Do you think this can help them grow even
Yes.
more?
Yes. Nikki has a reach that not a lot of women are going to have. I'm not saying that there's not women that have you like if Bailey were to start a promotion, Bailey's going to have a humongous reach because it's Bailey.
Yeah.
I don't care if she's Pamela Martinez, you're still going to know it's Bailey.
Well, and her doing the lodestones, so that itself, there's so many people we can pull from.
I would love to see her do that with Nikki. Do it with Defy. Do it with bring these women in. Use this whole thing as a platform for all of these independent women. Our homie the Nomi was there. I think she's been to both of them.
Yeah.
Like, use this as a platform to boost these women. Okay,
Absolutely.
we're gonna do these things, and those matches they did the last day. Show the matches. I know that the way, from what I saw from the first time I think they did it, when Cena showed up, they did the matches, and then after the match, he got in the ring with them. Just do that somewhere else, or find out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I'm even fine with us not doing it somewhere else because this is one of those things that just a little bit of ambiance can make a huge difference. Cut the lights, just have some lights pointed in the ring, make it feel kind of like what WWE Underground was supposed to be, and that's the match. You have the entire roster of girls that are there for the lodestone around the ring, and they're like cheering and banging the mat and stuff during the match. That itself, that ambiance, that type of effect would be so much fun to watch.
you could do it like they did Dynamite during the pandemic. Put the rails, put the ring, the guardrails in, and put the people behind them. Those were great shows.
Yeah, those were a lot of fun.
It was odd for the first 3 or 4 weeks because it was just weird. But having all of those people at ringside, like Brody Lee smacked MJF with a kendo stick. It was fucking great.
Yep.
There's no reason you can't do this. Have fun with it. And if you have two people that are beefing on the indies, do that.
Yeah.
Keep that going.
Well, the match that we got to finally have between Izzy and Bailey,
Give
like
me more of that.
that would have been fun to watch.
Yeah.
Just to see that kind of come full circle of this little girl that was in the crowd loving Bailey, and
The
now she gets to
only thing
actually have a match with Bailey.
there's one other thing I need out of that.
Gotcha.
I need it to be Izzy and Mercedes with Bailey as the ref. Her
That'd be
best
great.
friend and Izzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be down for it. That'd be a cool thing.
CP, that exactly though. Wrestling promotions owned and run by people who love professional wrestling.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's part of why I'm such a big fan of Eve, because Osprey is so deeply involved. I think Windsor's helping run that.
So, normally at this point we would do a spot. Sonic, by God. Hit us up. Well, you know what? Actually, you know what, Sonic? Don't hit us up. And here's why. Bring back the Sonic Sunrise, you son of a bitches. That was the best drink y'all had. And now I can't find orange juice anywhere at any Sonic. Y'all are some trash people. But seriously, hit us up. Sponsorship. Normally we would do a heel spot here. That currently is in flux as far as me making a new heels spot. We'll discuss that at another time, another date. But I wanted to fill the spot with something kind of fun. I have waited 2 months for this because they didn't know apparently what post office to send it to. Nice big package here. I haven't looked at it yet, so I may be about to promote where I got this, or I may be about to bash where I got this. We're about to see together. United Sportswear on TikTok promotes that they have the best affordable wrestling replica belts. I got this for $150. It's promoted to be 4mm, which is already twice as much as the like normal cheap replica belts, and only 2mm away from being the like $1,000 AEW belt. So
It's just crazy how much they want for that belt.
it is crazy. So you're gonna see steal a line from a guy that I watch on TikTok. Whether this fucks or sucks. Together. I will say the leather is already looking amazing. So So I'd say that actually looks pretty
That
damn
looks
good.
really good.
See if I can get like there's the plate sizes.
Yeah.
I would say the only thing that's different is it's not CNC, which the actual AEW title, like each of these bits here, are a separate piece. So it's a piece on top of a piece. So this is more aesthetic versus the actual feel of it. But as far as the look, I mean, that's not bad for $150. It's got some weight to it. Even the guy that delivered it, he went to hand it to me, and I already knew what it was. I was prepared. He was like, "You might want to use both hands. It's kind of heavy." I know what it is, man. Just hand me the damn thing. But I think it looks pretty good. That's gonna look really good back there. I'm gonna change up the display back there a little bit, so we'll get that done. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it. So, good job, United Sportswear. I'll make sure to tag you in the clip of this. But now, it's time to ask a certain question.
Who's better than Canyon?
Time for another chaotic round of the rapid fire wrestling debates where terrible catchphrases enter one by one and only one survives the cringe gauntlet. Tori's about to decide which line deserves to be remembered for all the wrong reasons. As we find out, who better? Bad catchphrases.
I hate
For-
that I laugh every time.
First one. Michael Cole. Can I have your attention, please? You can almost hear the ding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Versus remote.
Oh God, they're both so awful.
Remember, it's the worst. That's what we're going
You know
for.
how? Okay. We both know how much I hate Brie. I can't. I don't hate Brie Bella. I don't like Brie Bella in the ring. So I'm gonna have to go with that one.
Okay.
Just don't say it again. We don't have to. It's
Fair
fine.
enough. All right. Brie Mode versus Make Darren Young Great Again.
That was awful.
A short
It's
stint
so-
where
it-
Bob Backlund was Darren Young's trainer.
It was so bad. I still gotta stick with Brie.
Okay. Brie Mode versus Heat.
Brie is Yeet is old and irritating, but it's still not worse than Brie.
Fair enough. All right. Brie Mode versus Wardlow's World.
I gotta go with Wardlow. That's it's really bad.
All I could think was Elmo's World every time he said it. And I really I thought it was just a one-time thing. And then the next promo he said it. And then the next promo he said it. I'm like, all right.
It became a thing, and it was just awful.
All right. Wardlow's World. See how many times I can say that in a row now. Against Roman Reigns. I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy.
So terrible. It was so bad because it didn't fit his character at all. Still gotta stick with Wardlow.
It was just signifying that the fact that they were shoving him down our throats. Because we
Right,
didn't want
and
him
it
to
just
be
made
the
it
guy. And
even
he's like,
more.
but I am the guy. All right. Wardlow's World against Yip, What It Do, which was Skip Sheffield's, later known as Ryback.
Stop it. I don't know that I've ever heard that one.
Yeah, it was horrible.
That's awful, especially attached to that person. No, that's hands down. That's
Okay.
that's hot trash. That's some serious hot trash.
All right. So, What It Do against Diamond Dallas Page. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
That was horrible too. I hate Ryback, but I have to stick with it because it was so bad.
Okay. This one might be a little controversial. Yip, What It Do versus But For Now, I must bid you adieu. So for now, anyways, goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang.
You cannot tell me this. You seriously put this on the worst catchphrases?
I put this on the worst catchphrase because why is it that long? That is not a catchphrase. You said a soliloquy at the end of your match. You're quoting Shakespeare.
You put Kenny Omega on a list with Bree,
Mhm.
Ryback, and Michael Cole?
Yes, I did.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
So I guess
Is
you're
this the
going with
last
yip yip.
one?
No, that's not the last one. There's one more. And I'll guarantee you, this is probably going to win.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're sticking with the stupid Ryback
Okay.
one.
So yip yip yip, what it do versus Chavo Guerrero's Jr. If it's not white, it's not right.
It was so
And if anybody
racist.
clips that, I will hunt you down.
It's so racist.
For those that don't know why she's thinking, this was a moment before Eddie Guerrero's passing. They tried to play him off as a Hispanic trying to be a white guy. He changed his name to Kerwin White. And so the gimmick was if it's not white, being his last name, it's not right. Obviously playing off the connotation of racism.
It has to be that one because that was so awful.
It
Even
was so-
then, for
it was
being
so-
not as well educated about life as I am now, I was still like, that's horrid.
Yeah.
That's
It's so
abhorrent.
bad, it
Like,
took
what are
Eddie
you
Guerrero
doing?
dying to kill the character.
Eddie died to stop that character. Shout out to Eddie for that.
But anyway, so all right. We're gonna go with Chavo Guerrero's. If it's not white, it's not right. 10 catchphrases entered. Plenty dignity was lost in this one. And one line walked away with the crown for the most painful, unforgettable wrestling slogan of the night. If you agree or disagree, or you're still trying to process this from the nastiness that we just heard, make sure that you put it down in the comments or put it down in the chat if you're right here with us live of who you think is who better. That was fun. I like that one. Real quick, we're going to see about the Gimmick Table Media, and then we'll be back with you.
In here is
Nope. That's not it.
Don't go anywhere. Ace Finley again, reminding you to check out Gimmick Table Media, a community of creators, streamers, podcasters, and fans from all corners of entertainment. Dive into chats, collabs, and laughs. There's always a spot for you at the table. Catch all our amazing shows, creators, and exclusive content at linktr.ee/Gimmick Table Media.
Anyway, all right, we are back. We were just discussing TikTok's violation that they gave us. Thanks to the wonderful Stampede that's in the chat for giving me this idea way back when. We are now going to bring it to the table.
in here is served.
I'm going to go ahead and get mine out of the way. You said that you watched a thing too, and I'll let you talk about yours. But I watched a little bit of Wrestling Open Star Spangled Spectacular. Specifically, I paid a lot more attention to the main event because on Thursday, we have an interview with the wonderful Gabby Forza, who is married to the man that was in the main event of this night. It was Bear Bronson versus Dustin Waller for the Wrestling Open Championship Tournament Final. I will say, watching this, it felt like a big feel, even though it was in such a small space. Even just so, Waller's entrance, he had people lined up wearing pieces of his old gear as he was coming through with his new gear. So that was already a cool thing.
That's
Bronson came
solid.
through came through the crowd. Of course, with his normal thing. I need to know where he gets that mask because that mask's
mask is
cool.
amazing.
I kind of want it, but he came through. The crowd was going insane for Bronson. Massive atmosphere for him on that. The early portion of the match told the very David and Goliath thing. Waller's a lot smaller, thinner than Bronson is, so Bronson was kind of tossing him around, doing all that stuff. Waller then kind of got him to get outside. He did a DDT on the apron, which, in case you didn't know, it's the hardest part of the ring. so it hurt a lot. And a splash to him on the apron, which, by the way, hardest part of the ring, in case you didn't know. But once they got out there, Bronson did some chops. The chops were freaking loud. He is so good at doing those chops. Got him in the ring, did a massive black hole slam. There's only few people that I've seen do that black hole slam so well. Bronson kills it. He does it really damn well.
Yeah, he does.
Then he hit what I call a Rikishi driver. It's the Fire Thunder driver, but I always think of it as the Rikishi driver. Unfortunately, did not get the win at that point. The referees, I will say that plural, did not have a good night either, because referee Tiger got ran over by Bronson, and then referee Gina Monty got super kicked by Waller. So they were both out. There was a spot where they took the pad off of the turnbuckle, which caused some stuff there. But what got this is, while the refs weren't paying attention, Waller hit a low blow, a 1916 and a 450 splash, and got the win. Which I know you're thinking, but Bronson's in this picture. He's got the
what's
title.
What's a 1916?
1916, it's that suplex DDT thing that Finn Balor does. Almost like an impaler DDT, but it's a little bit more up.
But they're backwards. I gotcha.
Yeah. So they did that, and he got the win. Well, Fancy Ryan Clancy came out, which greatest name I've heard in wrestling here lately.
That's pretty solid.
Came out. He reminded that Bear that he got cheated the same way 3 years ago. Like the exact same thing happened 3 years ago. But he had something called the Opportunity Knocks contract, which allowed Bronson to immediately have a rematch. So Bronson goes in, dominates, hits the Black Hole Slam, hits the Fire Thunder driver, pin, ball game. He wins the championship. Crowd goes insane.
That is solid booking.
Yeah, it was really good. After the match, though, they did actually have a very nice moment. Dustin Waller and Bear Bronson, from what I've seen, just kind of in my research today, they've had a long experience together. They've had a lot of matches, specifically even just in this promotion. So he did give him his flowers. One of the phrases that really kind of hit hard to me was Dustin Waller, "I see you," because he's excelled so far into what he's doing. Also, Dustin just ended up looking like a made man in this defeat, which is what you need to do. Like, that's the thing that you and I were actually just discussing this yesterday when it came to Raw, because we had people cheating that should get them the win, but it just makes them look dumb because they still lost the match even though they cheated. And so you're not making anybody in that loss. You're making the heel look like an idiot. But in this particular case, like, it made him look great. It keeps him escalating. It keeps him satiated with the crowd, but it ended with a handshake, an embrace, made the entire journey of the tournament and the numerous matches these people had together meaningful. That's exactly what it needed to be. It was emotional investment. It was crowd connection. Wrestlers being elevated in real time right in front of you. Such a great story that played out. And Bronson won the belt, which is amazing to see as well. Obviously, he's a TNA talent as well, and he's a TNA champ as well. But to get a world title means a massive amount. So it's good that they gave him that opportunity to carry the company. Anyway, that is my story. What'd you watch?
I watched Beyond Wrestling's The Westminster Wrestling Show, which looked like it was in like a beer garden tent.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, there wasn't a lot of people, but it looked really fucking cool. There were, admittedly, there's a lot of people on these shows that I don't know specifically. Big Ben Bishop had a match that was a lot of fun.
Big Ben's fun. Do you see him on Twitter?
Yes.
He's a ton of fun on Twitter. He's a great follow if you don't follow him.
Twitter's pretty solid. I was trying to find so the main event of this show was Bear Bronson and Gabby Forza against let me find, I want to get the name right because I don't know the kids. The Miracle Generation, Dustin Waller and Kylon King. This match was a lot of fun. Like, Waller's pretty talented. Kylon King's not bad either, but Waller's He's good.
Was really good.
Do what?
I was just agreeing. Waller's really good, just
Yeah.
because this is the first time I'd seen
So
him as in the match I watched, and it's phenomenal.
right. I've been enjoying a lot more. Again, Stampede influenced us into watching more independent stuff. He posted MLW this Saturday. Shotzi and Priscilla Kelly, and then Scarlett and Aaliyah James, which are both going to be banger matches.
I'm gonna watch that just for Scarlett because I haven't seen her wrestle in so damn
So
long.
good. She's so good. Um, but I'm really enjoying some of these independent shows. Like
Yeah.
it's different. I again, I don't expect WWE quality production.
Right.
It's an independent show. I know this. But I'm enjoying this. Like I'm glad we started doing this. It's just fun because there's a lot of wrestling out there.
Yeah, there absolutely is. I mean, we say it all the time. It's a buffet, and if you go out there and search it, you can eat good for days. With all the stuff that's out there, I love the fact that between the two of us, we've got two of the major independent streaming services, so you and I can kind of
Yeah,
keep an eye on some of that stuff.
definitely.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I got to see Slade today. Gabby Forza. She actually
Yes.
tweeted out something about Slade, and so did Bronson
Yes.
shortly after that. Of
I
everybody
have
needs to have
seen
Slade
him.
a Slade in their company, and he's really good.
He really is. Now, I think his character would struggle with the bigger companies. Because it's kind of bland.
Yeah.
But he's really good in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he does a lot of deathmatch stuff, but he's really good in the ring.
Bless you, Godzilla.
Godzilla, non-denominational. It's always funny the first time I say that to somebody. But no, I have watched a lot of uh GCW. I'm excited about them coming to town. Already knowing Bear's going to be here is exciting. I'm really hoping Gabby will be here. I'm going to bring it up Thursday when we talk to her, which I'm
Mhm.
super excited about that Thursday.
Which we've got a few fan questions. So if you have any questions that
Yeah.
you want to have Gabby ask, or Gabby be asked, excuse me, make sure to look out for our tweets. Put it in there or put it in the comments of this video. If it's one that we like, then we'll definitely put it on there.
Do
We've
our
had some
best.
questions that were like, not that they were bad questions, but just that they were all centered around like things that don't matter, things that
So,
not a
and
fan would ask.
she even has told us that she doesn't want to just talk wrestling, and we're great with that. Like, I want to talk about
Absolutely.
what she enjoys. You know, the story of her and Bear, which I'm excited to hear from her, which I've kind of heard some of, but through different pieces of interviews. But this
Yeah.
will be kind of fun to have the story.
Well, and that's where I
So
feel like we're going to be different, is because we focus on wrestling with everything else we do. And I'm sure every interview she goes to, they ask her about wrestling.
yeah,
I want to know about other stuff.
and that's just it. She told me, she's like, I don't really just want to talk wrestling. I talk about it all the time. And I get that. I totally understand it. I don't blame her. Like,
Stampede, go
but
ahead and
yeah, I'm
shoot us
super excited.
questions. We probably won't have the chat up. I'm just going to be totally honest with you, just because I don't
No,
want people to go in there and say stupid shit.
we're not.
Uh, so
We're
we're
not
not going
doing
to
that.
have it up.
I'm all for not having the chat on.
I'll have it backstage, so I'll still be able to see it. But if you have any questions, Stampede, shoot me a message with what they are, or shoot it to Tori.
Yeah.
This is Tori's baby. I'm letting her run this show, and so it feels weird for me to take a back seat. But send her the questions. I've sent her my questions, so she'll be asking majority of what's going on there.
There'll be a few that I don't want you to just sit there, be like awkward.
Be like
But
most of
I definitely
most of my marriage. Um, anyway,
But no, I have some different stats for her intro, and I verified them with her. She said pretty much anything goes. So I'm excited about it. Like, it's gonna be a lot of fun. She's
It is.
excited about it. She's excited about it, which makes me feel good.
I appreciate you sticking your neck out, taking this opportunity. I mean,
Chunk it out
you
there.
yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So
Yep.
we've lucked into a situation here where we're going to be talking to a really cool person, and I'm with you. The fact that she's excited is what makes me excited for it.
Yeah.
Because to have that opportunity to talk to someone who wants to talk to us, who's excited to have a conversation, is great. That makes me geek out a little bit. But anyway,
That part. I'm really gonna have to struggle to not fangirl for a little bit.
get your shit together. You'll have my intro to get your shit together. So, hey
A
girl,
few
while I'm
minutes
doing that.
before the show.
Hmm?
Said hopefully a couple minutes before the show
Yeah.
to talk to her and
Ease the nerves a little bit.
yeah.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the show. We've actually went a little long today. We had a lot of news in there, and of course, had a lot of fun conversation about some stuff in between. If you rocked with us tonight, hit that like, subscribe, follow wherever you're watching, and don't forget, join the Gimmick Table Media Discord. That's where there's real conversations, watch parties, and a lot of fun with second screen stuff that we do normally on Thursdays. As we've said numerous times, probably ad nauseum, this Thursday we are not going to have joysticks and drop kicks. We're going to be talking to Gabby Forza. Wonderful interview with wonderful wrestler, the Nomi
Our
herself.
homie the Nomi.
That's right. Do a long intro, like can he make a long outro? Okay. Stampede piling on. I like it. It's a long thing. He says like the same thing 3 times in it. Like if he just said like good night, goodbye, whap bang, like that'd be fine. But he's like it's 3 sentences saying the same thing. Let's cut it down a little bit, man. I want to know if it's that long when he does it in Japanese.
That's definitely a Stampede question.
Anyway, that brings us to the last pop. Wrestling right now feels like it's pulling in every direction all at once, but the common thread is simple. Fans are responding to real connections. Mick Foley showing up in AEW, Enzo Cass possibly having a return, Trick Williams, wonderful charisma, Wardlow even still maybe getting a pop, even Nikki Cross and Damo investing back into the indie scene rather than taking from it. It all points to the same thing. Personality and moments still matter more than anything. Injuries, controversies, business moves, and roster shifts will always be a part of the game, but what sticks with the fans are the people and the feelings that they create. So the last thought that you should have tonight is wrestling doesn't need to be reinvented to what it is. It just needs to keep giving fans something to believe in, something to react to, and something to remember when the lights go out. And with that, we are officially kicking out. In the meantime, and in between time, we will catch you on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Here's the cover. Can he do it? Kick out at 2. We stand together with pride worldwide. This is for the dream.